This is not a test. This is a message from the "It's an emergency to purge your coach" system. This system is controlled by university presidents, athletic directors, and the wealthy one-percenters who donate large sums of money to their favorite institutions. Their decisions are final. You can be purged, aka fired, for all but not limited to the following reasons: bringing your hot young girlfriend to practice, flirting with your largest donor's pregnant wife, refusing to get the jab, not disclosing whether or not you received the jab, for not meeting unrealistic expectations set forth by an overrated or underachieving athletic department, or you just plain suck. The purge begins now.
The purge of college coaches has already begun, barely halfway through the season. Who are those coaches that have been purged from the top of their position as the CEO of their respective football programs? There's Randy Edsel at UConn, whose second stint at the school did not go so well. Yup, he's been purged. There's Ed Orgeron. He's 2 years removed from a national championship, arguably one of the greatest college football teams of all time. He's been purged because of off-field discretions, for he's paying for his sins. There's Chad Lunsford at Georgia Southern. Clay Helton at USC. He was good as an interim coach, but could not meet the expectations for such a program as Southern Cal. He longs to relive the days of Pete Carroll, Matt Leinart, and Reggie Bush. There's Nick Rolovich, or however you pronounce that name, from Washington State. He's been purged for not getting the jab. Now there's Matt Wells at Texas Tech. He was purged when his team is 5-3. That's one of the dumbest purgings I've ever seen. Texas Tech will pay for their sins of firing their coach, only 2.5 years in and having a winning record. The chickens will come home to roost, Texas Tech. You will probably struggle for the next decade or longer for making such a stupid decision. Who's the next coach to be purged? Is it Justin Fuente? Virginia Tech. Why, it couldn't happen to a better team. My favorite team, the Chokies, whose campus smells like cow manure. You make me sick, Virginia Tech. Is it Brian Harsin at Auburn because he won't get the jab? Is he the next one to be purged? Scott Frost at Nebraska. You're not meeting the expectations of the Nebraska faithful, Scott. Will you be purged from your job? How about Mike Norvell, the Florida State Seminoles? Or Manny Diaz? Will he be purged from his position atop the Miami Hurricanes program? Will Dino Babers be purged even though he's 4-4 on the season? Will he be purged from his position as head coach of the Fruits? Justin Wilcox at Cal. Does he get purged? He's 2-5. Is that acceptable to the Cal Golden Bears? And here's one you may not have thought about. How about the whiny crybaby Gary Patterson? Does he get purged from atop the position he's been at for over 20 years at TCU as the coach of the Tadpoles? His defense is terrible this year, and that's supposed to be his specialty. What is wrong with you, Gary? What's wrong with your defense? Will West Virginia be partially responsible for getting 2 coaches fired? Both Justin Fuente and Gary Patterson? The rumblings are getting loud in Fort Worth, Garrity. Your job may not be safe much longer. You might be purged from your position. You gonna cry about it like you cry about everything else? Let me know if you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. But I don't expect that you will. Are you scared? If you're scared, give me a thumbs down. If you're not scared, hit the subscribe button. I dare you to hit the subscribe button. Are you scared? Are you too scared to hit the subscribe button? Will Coos be back? Or has he been purged from Coos' corner?